Yo, what's good? 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 Wednesday. We in the house. What's good, Britt? How you feeling today?
I'm pretty well. How are you?
I'm feeling good. Excited to be here. Got some things to talk about. How's the week gone so far?
It's been cool. No real complaints.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta finish some Christmas shopping, but other than that,
Christmas shopping, you done?
Hell no.
You got more to do?
Absolutely.
How do you shop for somebody in the middle of a pandemic? What is that like?
I was trying to dedicate myself to shopping small.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work
Really?
out. Time crunch.
It's so funny because I'm not really doing any shopping. I like the meme that say, I ain't got it this year. That's Merry Christmas.
Yeah. My godkids were sending me stuff straight from Amazon, links. I told them in November, I said, if you see something, just, you got the Amazon app on the iPad, hit the little arrow, send it to me. You know my name. You see
Hey, I
it?
like that kind of shopping.
Look, I've been getting emails for the past 4 weeks.
Good.
Kellen thinks you should check out this on Amazon. Okay, Kellen. Thank you, sir.
Kudos to those kids. Them are smart kids, honestly.
I put it in their brain. It's my fault, but they took heed. They said, oh, you want to know?
Funny.
I will send
That's
it.
Funny. Well, look, we like to welcome everybody to Dope Dialogue. I'm Kynard. That's Britt. Happy to be here today. Look, I'm gonna go straight into it. Look. This past week, as I was doing some work, getting ready for the holidays, and I started evaluating just, something came up in my, like I was really contemplating why people don't believe in themselves. I think because of my journey as an artist, as I've walked my path, just in life in general, I've always found belief in myself and things that I wanted to pursue. A lot of times at the cost of what somebody's opinion may be. I think as I was growing up, one of the things I really remember was my parents telling me, you can do whatever it is you want to do. And I was a little kid that believed it. I believed that anything was possible if you were willing to put in the work. And a lot of that came from experience and having conversations with my mom or my father just about trying to accomplish, setting out to do things. I think as we're kids, we grow. And if we're in the right situation, we have good parents. They do have those conversations as you go along in school. Go to elementary, go to junior high, go to high school. And in that time, as you're going through your studies and your classes, you fail. You do things well. I think that a lot of school is that, teaching kids the awareness of, how to learn, how to get some education, how to overcome, if you're not performing well with your grades. I was a C student for a very long time. And I won't say that, I was stupid. I just wasn't really interested. Facts. I liked school. It was a place for me to go be social. But I think during those times, there were a lot of things that I learned. Cut from the basketball team. Wasn't good enough. I thought I was good enough, but I wasn't. The next year, I worked on my skills. I worked with my father. I got prepared. Next year, I made the team. I was a bench warmer. I wasn't the man, but I could ball a little bit, right? Eventually, I stopped working, and I never got any better. But I wanted to be the man on the squad, but it didn't work like that. And my father sat me down and he said, "Son, look, you had skills, but the problem was you didn't do what was needed in order to reach the level that you wanted to go. You didn't put the time in. After you made the basketball team, you stopped going down in the basement and dribbling. Stop going outside, working on your calisthenics, going back and forth, left and right, left and right." And for me, I think in those times, as I reflect and I look back, it's a situation where the process of believing in oneself comes from preparation. I believe that I can do things, but if I don't reinforce that with action, then I'm not going to do it. It's really that simple. Some people believe that they can open a business. They don't believe enough to open the business. Some people believe that they can go to school and get an education. But when those roadblocks hit you while you're trying to get that education, self-doubt starts to creep in and you start to say, well, maybe I can't go to school. It happened to many of us. I would talk to some of my older friends who was like, no, I want to go back to college. I would tell them a college degree doesn't have an age on it. Information and knowledge doesn't have an age on it. So if you want to go back to school, the first thing you got to do is that you got to believe that you can do it, get the education, and then no matter what roadblocks come in your way or fall in your path, you find a way to continue to move forward, even if it's day by day, right? Money might run out, might not have no loans, might not be in a position where you can afford it. Something happens in your family. It's a death. You got to take care of grandma. Those things happen. But when they happen, you have to find a way, all right, I'm going to address this, but I'm not going to lose sight of whatever it is that I'm pursuing because I believe that I can accomplish it. As I started to think about that, then I thought, well, maybe it's because I'm at a different point in my life. I'm a little bit older. I'm a little bit wiser. Maybe that's why it's easier for me to believe because I really understand that in the end, the only person's opinion that matters is yours. Do you believe you can do it? If you do, then step towards that. If you don't believe it, then it won't take place. You have thoughts, dreams. They won't be manifested into reality. Then I went back. I said, nah, I've been doing this over and over again in other areas of just living life. All right, you want to go to school? You want to graduate? Bet, did it, got a master's. Oh, you want to go get a job that's going to pay you some money? Okay, cool, done it. And along that path, it wasn't easy, but it was just setting a goal and saying, I believe that I can go do this. This is attainable. But what I'm trying to do now is the biggest leap of faith that I've ever done in my life because at this point, it's belief in building something from nothing. It didn't exist. And while there are many blueprints to what I'm trying to accomplish, to entertain, to provide value, to give information, do music, to podcast, It's been done by other people, but it's such a huge leap because the congested space, it's saturated. It's a risk, but I believe in what I'm doing. The crazy part about all of that is that 4 years ago when I started, 5 years ago when I started, I didn't see all of it. I only had pieces of the puzzle. And as I started to move forward, other things started to find me. I think there was a saying that, if you move towards purpose, the universe will conspire to help you. I'm living manifestation of that. Shout out to Brittany. She found me. You follow me. So for me, I always think about believing in oneself and stepping towards what it is that you want to do as being the first ingredient to finding success. Doesn't mean that it's been easy. It doesn't even mean that you don't have doubt. If you followed my story, I've been public. Every now and again, I quit. Like Floyd Mayweather that way. I know I'm going to retire. I've done enough. I'm dope. I've done everything I needed to do. I'm doing what it is I want to do. Let me retire. Sometimes I'm going to retire because I'm tired. I talk with my homie Patrice, and she always asks, is it worth it? Because at this point, a lot of what I've done is just to learn. A lot of it has been given away for free just so I can get better, so I can provide that value. A lot of work that goes into it. So self-doubt does creep through. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I don't know anything else. Like everything in my body, everything in my energy is about the music or the podcast or sharing a message or encouraging other people or trying to help. So I understand it's difficult. Sometimes we don't want to do it. I'm not going to lie. Before I jumped on, I was ripping and running today. And I was like, maybe I should hit Brittany up and be like, let's start at 7:15. I just need 15 extra minutes. But then I thought we didn't did 14 episodes at 7 o'clock. So I got to be here. I got to figure it out. I got to do the work because I want to share, what it is that I'm doing, and hopefully it can help other people. I also believe that if you are to believe in yourself, you may have to find inspiration in other individuals. I watch clips of Kobe. I watch clips of Kanye West. I watch clips of LeVar Ball Sr. Now, they would tell you that this black man that had 3 kids in the NBA before the middle one was cut by the Pistons, they would tell him to shut up. Why are you talking and being so forward? Because when you believe in yourself in front of other people who don't know how to live that way, it makes them uncomfortable. It isn't that LeVar Ball Sr. Is a bad person. It's that LeVar Ball Sr. believes in his sons enough to tell you, come on, man. LaJello, the youngest one, would dust Steph Curry. Steph is 6'2", my son's 6'8". It's the supreme belief that his children, he's put in the work with them. And that's where belief comes from. It's twofold. You have to believe that it's attainable, and then you have to do the work. So when you put yourself in the moments, you believe that you're capable of accomplishing. So I rock with LeVar Ball Sr. As a black man, I get it. It makes you uncomfortable. I get it. I might get some egg on my face. I may fall down because that's all they waiting to do. They waiting to hate on LeVar Ball Sr. They waiting for his sons to fail so they can look at him and say, look, we told you so. You shouldn't have believed. Should have just shut up. I would tell you different. I would tell you it's okay to believe in yourself. I would much rather live my life believing that I can do things than telling myself, no, don't try that. You can't. That's impossible. I think sometimes I feel crazy because I be thinking about, well, what's impossible? Let me try that and see if I can do it, because I don't know. How will you ever find out if you don't try? More than anything, I look back at some of the things that I've done and I've realized, like, I just quit before I got where I was going. I didn't believe. I woke up and said, no, I've had enough. It beat me. Because I didn't choose to believe. That being said, Brittany, what's your take? Am I crazy because I want to believe in myself?
I wouldn't call you crazy because crazy's rude.
Only because it's rude?
Because crazy is negative. It has a negative
It does.
connotation. You're quite ambitious, though. I will
I
say
am.
that. I would say seemingly a little bit more ambitious than me. You're very much so an optimist,
Right.
where I like to put myself in the realist category. Uh, do I sound like I'm like tiptoeing around
I don't know if
a little
it's
bit?
I don't know if it's tiptoeing. I think that from your perspective, I mean, from a lot of people's perspective, if I told them what I was doing, if I gave people a larger part of my journey, it's just, some would say it's unrealistic. Some would probably say that it's not something they would want to do. But I would also say they may not
Mhm.
be capable. Right? And when I say capable, let's talk about it. Why am
Okay.
I capable? One, because I'm self
Believe in
well,
yourself.
no, I'm self-funded, right? Like, I'm
That part.
self-funded. And I can pay for the things that I want to do. Right? So that's the first capable. I got some
Mhm.
funding,
Mhm.
right?
The capital is there. That's a lot of the hurdle
That's
for
a
some people.
huge hurdle.
Mhm.
Okay? So that's the first part. I'm self-funded and I can do it. The second part is that the way the technology is set up for what I'm trying to do, there are other individuals that have done it. It's not
Right.
outside of the realm of reality.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah.
The hardest part is whether or not I can wake up every morning and put out the energy that it takes to get there. Because then we talk about it. I wake up, I work a job. At lunchtime,
Mhm.
me and you jump on a call, we talk about the podcast. 4
Mhm.
o'clock to 8 o'clock, I'm going to work another job. I'm going to make some money. I try and make 2 or 3 times of revenue in a day. I'm trying to capitalize. Like I said, I'll drive Uber Lyft. One of my homies hit me today and I was like, no, this is what I'm trying to do to get to the music. He just said, yo, I respect your grind. At this point, like, you could kick back. I could kick back and I could just chill. I could watch my family grow. I could buy gifts, sit back, not do a thing. But I feel called to do this because I think that a part of this is going to help some of the people out there that are trying to accomplish what it is they want to do. I'm going to tell you, yo, you can do it. I believe as an optimist. So I don't know if it's tiptoeing around it. I would just say the optimism is because I believe I have certain foundational pieces in front of me that can make it a reality.
Okay. I respect that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that viewpoint at all. Um, I would say that in some instances, people would say, like, oh, well, the cards are stacked against you or anyone else in a position that doesn't seem optimal, but that's up to that person whether or not if they're going to defeat those odds or not.
Right. I would think if I was someone else, I probably would convince myself that I could not do that. Right? Because it's easy. No, seriously. It's easy to sit back and say it'll never work. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it still may not work. I am ambitious. I have very high goals. I may not get all the way there. But I can't know if I don't.
Right. So you'd rather take those risks as opposed to saying, I didn't try, so I'll just never know.
Yeah, I could spell. I could fail spectacularly. I could. It's possible.
Yeah.
I won't approach it that way, but I could. And I have. I have failed spectacularly at certain things, but I tried it. You know what I'm saying? And only to learn, all right, no, that's not the energy. I remember stepping on stage telling jokes and people not laughing. You want to talk about a nice feeling? Stand in front of a crowd of 100 people and you telling jokes and they just looking at you like, nah, homie. No, homie, that ain't it. That ain't the one.
Right. I'm one of those people for sure.
Like,
I'd be like, ooh, crickets.
I felt it though. And then at the end of it, like no one talks to you, right? They almost shun you. It's like shame. No one speaks to you. You're alone with that
and you
feeling.
already know what it is.
But you know what I felt when I moved like 2 minutes ahead of that? I'm still alive. Still breathing air. I step into my house. My son still loves me. And then you realize, oh shit, I'm okay. I fail. I fell down.
It's one of those, what are the worst can happen situations. What could really happen?
Look, what's the worst that could happen? If I podcast and only a couple people show up. Ray Armstrong is here. Shout out to Ray. What's good, homie? Thanks for coming through.
Hey,
and y'all can call in. The number is 419-464-7246. Why don't people believe in themselves? If you got a story to share, jump on the line with us.
I will speak from experience.
Tell me.
We'll just bring it back to what you and Manifest like to talk about all the time. This is new to me.
Right.
Therefore, I am not comfortable in it just yet. Therefore, I don't have the faith in myself that I normally have in other things that I do. So that is the reason why I may not believe in myself in this situation. That doesn't mean I always don't, but my comfort level is not here yet. Because, you know, you're just a natural born superstar, naming lights.
So
I just be hanging out.
So I made a post on Instagram today, and I've had some other homies, right? The older heads hit me. Yo, how did you start just talking to the camera? Because nobody's there, right? Like if I could show everybody the setup right now, I got some lights, I got a green screen behind me. I'm looking at Britt, but often when you record and you're having a conversation with a camera, hoping that it translates when people see it. And it's way more difficult.
Yeah.
Right? I've tried to do some comedy that I thought was funny, and it was like, nah, that ain't hit the way I thought it was gonna hit. It looks easy. But I would also tell you that the only goal is to get better every day, to get better every time you do it. Even to the point where the routine before we started going through this show, I remember a month, 3 months ago, I was looking to hit buttons. I didn't know where I was at. Every time it was a little mistake, I would call it out. I didn't know how I was going to look. I have my hat. Now I ain't got no hat because you said I don't ever rock the show without a hat. You know, like I'm on this boy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm comfortable now that I can show up at this specific
You should
time.
have told me you don't never rock the show without a weave, so shut up.
Uh,
I mean, if you want to keep it a buck.
I mean, it is what it is. We figuring out the
Yes.
formula. I'm okay with it. I don't mind carrying you. We get done with a show though, I encourage you. I'd say, yo, this is what it is. Or I say, yo, so and so hit me up. They said they enjoyed watching you be a part of the show. Hopefully that builds confidence. Because you gotta walk with confidence too. You gotta step knowing, like, I got it. I'm the shit. I'm dope. And you do got it. You are dope. We have a good time. We do what we got to do on the podcast. We have people participate. Once again, you want to call in 419-464-7246. We've had callers. We've done a couple interviews. We've laughed with Manifest. This is a dope space, you know? And we just going to continue to get better.
Word.
And we like that we are growing with the individuals that are here with us. We want y'all to have a good time and laugh as well, but a part of it is just believing that it can be dope. You know?
Come on, manifestations.
Here we go.
Speaking into existence.
Have to. Everything that, I mean, this is magic. I go next level into this alchemy. Something from nothing. We out here creating. This is what creatives do. Woo. But the goal is for me is to have fun. If I can have fun, I can talk with the people. It is what it is. We can laugh. We can hit our news topics. We can do this or that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do what it is that we do. That being said, let me ask you this.
Okay.
As a wedding planner doing your business, you said that people kind of said that you would be good at it and you do it. But did you ever come to the realization that, like, you believe that this could be, you know, something that you love to do that's going to provide you an opportunity to take care of yourself? Didn't you have to believe somewhat?
Yes. And I do believe that. But it's taken me a little bit of time to believe it. I didn't always believe it off top because, you know, I like the idea of security.
Yeah.
So having another job while doing that was like optimal for me.
Yeah.
Like benefits, what? 401? Sign me up. All of that.
Yeah.
I can still make this work over here. I can do my shit while doing y'all shit too. Don't worry about it. It's all good. But being faithful and taking a leap was difficult. And it's even more difficult after this year.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because everything was on stop for us.
Yeah.
Particularly. So, but I do believe it. And there have been even little instances where I've had clients or friends or whoever, when they're asking me for feedback on certain things that they're trying to do, or whether we're in planning stages, and they're just like, these things that you just said right now, I never, ever would have considered. I never would have thought about that. I'm like, how could you not? And they're just like, my brain just doesn't, I don't know. I just wouldn't have thought of that. So that type of thing gives me some validation. Like, okay, well, this is right enough for me.
Right.
This works because I'm good at this. This though, I'm still trying to get good at it.
Yeah. No. I understand. Believe me, I get it. I would tell you, shout out to Manifest. He said you have to be uncomfortable to become comfortable, Britt. You remember the first day of school, new job situation, or any kind of relationship, there's always discomfort, but then comes, you know, finding your formula and the comfortability in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell you, as a musical artist, I was mad uncomfortable. Still somewhat uncomfortable. Why you say that?
Yeah.
What?
Because art is sensitive.
Oh, it is. It is sensitive.
I paint sometimes.
Oh, shit.
Well, I don't. You didn't.
I
know
didn't
that,
know that. Here we go.
Okay. Well, now you know. And people will be like, hey, paint me this, or can I buy that from you? Like, I want
Yeah.
that. And I'm just like, why do you want it? You can have it. Like, you don't have to pay me nothing for it. I literally paint and put things in my garage and pile it up.
One
And they're just like,
day,
why do you
yeah,
do that? And I'm just like, oh, because I don't want anybody to see it. It's just fun to do
you know
things.
what? And this is the dope part about that. When you do something that makes another person feel, that holds value. You create a
Mhm.
work of art and someone can look at it and says, oh, I would like to hang that up in my house because when I walk by it, it's going to evoke an emotion.
Mhm.
That's valuable.
Mhm.
And that should
It is.
inspire confidence. It's the same way with me and the music. As I've been running my ads the last month, some of the comments that I've seen have literally taken me to a place where it's like, all right, yeah, I knew I was dope, but this is validation from other individuals that don't know me. They don't care about me. They don't care about nothing that got going on in their life. But when somebody
Right.
says, yo, usually when these joints pop up in my feed, they be mad whack. I needed this today. Like
Mhm.
that'll change your perspective on how you move. All right, cool. Clearly, it's somebody out here that I may feel a certain way and is valuable to them. And at that
Right.
point, that'll give you the confidence to go out and make
Wait,
it
what's your
happen.
sign again? What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Okay.
Why?
I was thinking about the differences because I feel like a lot of my sometimes I don't want to say I don't want to say lack of, but I guess for the sake of conversation, yeah. Uh, how my confidence grows is different maybe than yours. I feel like it's very Capricorn of me to want to make sure that something is as perfect as I can get it. And if I'm not super duper 99% satisfied with it, it's trash. Not that I don't necessarily appreciate that someone else might think that
Yeah,
even if I think it's
yeah,
99%, oh, they could be like, this is 150% perfect. But I'm gonna be like, no, but it's trash to me.
yeah,
Therefore, it can sit over there. And you don't need to see this. I don't want you to see this. Whatever it is.
yeah.
That's kind of the Capricorn in me, like the little type A, super nitpicky control freak that is in
So
me.
I would tell you I'm a perfectionist. All
Hmm.
of the freestyles that I dropped were not finished. I just had to adapt to my environment. My environment, in regards to being successful, requires that you have to produce high quality content quickly. Just what the environment
Hmm.
requires. So at that point, now what I'm not trying to learn how to be perfect. I'm trying to learn how to be efficient and still
Hmm.
provide quality. It doesn't have to be 100% complete. I mean, can I be honest? I would still tell people that are watching the podcast now, we're probably at only 65% capacity. There's another 35% that I'm gonna juice out of the presentation that we haven't even got to yet, but I'm gonna learn on the way. And then a month from now, when we hit January, you're gonna be like, oh snap, he done switched it up. They moving different now. Oh, that's dope. Because that's to me, that's the way I gotta move to get it out. I can't wait. So
Well,
I would,
thank you for that announcement.
yeah, shout out to Britt for Brittany. But you also told me you don't need the whole plan. You told me just show up. I show up, tell me where to go, and I'll be where I'm at. I'm gonna get you right. We about to be dope. You gonna have a green screen, gonna have your little mic popping.
It's out. Not setting up a green
That's
screen
funny.
here.
You ain't gonna set one up. I got it fold right behind you. It's not even large. Like little tiny, like one of them little fold outs. when you trying to protect like
I don't know
the
nothing
heat
nothing about
shield
me
in the
is little
car
tiny.
from the windshield? Don't y'all do that in
I
Cali when it get hot?
can't.
You put that little shield.
No, we don't. I'm on the coast. It don't get that hot.
Manifest said Picasso's artwork is whack, but is worth mad dough. Britt could have Picasso's in the garage, but never know. You better sell them on eBay, see what happens. I agree. Never know. You might be an artist out here in these streets. Matter of fact, you are an artist out here in these streets, but you could be a platinum selling artist out here in these. You never know.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself, Britt. Believe.
I'm confident in other things, but some things I'm not. Okay, just I'm working. I'm getting there. You told me to cook some. I got it.
So you look. Can I tell you something? And I've said this on the show
You
before.
told me to plan this wedding. I got it.
When you upload your stories and it's about food, I know I'm about to get into something. The way you shoot them boys with the confidence of, it's like you got the glow. You know what I'm saying? You like Bruce Leroy with your food snaps. You know, you about to glow. And who is the master? You know, that's how you be doing. I am.
If that's how you feel.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
I don't even feel like, here's the thing. I don't even feel that way. I just like, oh, I just made some shit and y'all be telling me to show you when I make some shit sometimes. So sometimes I do.
Facts. I look for, like I said to before, I get prepared. As I watch them, I take my time. Like, oh,
you sure do, because you comment on every
she
single
got a whole
the first one is, here we go. And I was like, God damn it. Here go Kynard with his
You know what I'm saying?
comment.
Because you choose the perfect music. It's like you curate. You got it all. Like, it's visually stimulating. You got your salad lined up.
You
the
just be
peppers.
wanting to eat, that's all.
I'm a fat boy. I love eating. And it looks delicious.
And I'm a big old bitch. What's happening?
We get it in. Look, 419-464-7246. If y'all want to call in and talk to us. Do you believe in yourself? Why don't you believe in yourself?
I feel like Manifest is gonna call. My hands are itching.
Manifest should call. He gonna Manifest believe in himself. But I would tell you, Manifest has gone through self-doubt too.
With a name like Manifest, hello.
Yeah.
Manifest is like the third member of this.
He is.
Without even being here. That's crazy.
Shout out to the homie Manifest for always rocking with us, man. We appreciate the love. But that's where I sit. I really hope that people understand whatever you choose to do, even if it's hard, even if it's going to the gym or losing weight. Like, it's not that I don't feel like I can lose weight. I believe I can lose weight. I just don't want to do the work. I like to work on other things. That's really.
So you choosy about your work.
So it's not just believing. Once you believe, you got to put in the work. You got to overcome. All right, looks like we got a call. Let's see if we can merge them in.
Oh, here we go. I knew my hands was tingling for a reason.
Yo, what's good? It's Dope Dialogue. It's the homie Kynard. You are live. Who we got on the line?
Yo, Kynard, what up? It's Tyson.
Yo, what's good, Tyson, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I've been tuned in and checking y'all out, man. Definitely love the conversation that y'all have today, for sure.
We appreciate you, man. Tell us, what do you believe, man? Do you believe in yourself? You believe, or is it hard for you to believe in the things that you want to do?
Well, I can say, I don't know if you know what I do for a living.
I don't. Tell me, Tyson.
Tyson, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a muralist.
Oh.
So I own a mural installation company called Blank Canvas, and we specialize in creative installations for residential and commercial properties.
Come on, commercial.
So, yeah. I need that commercial. I need them commercial deals, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I can start by saying this. I know that before I got into my field of creative art, I never saw anybody do what I was doing. So that kind of the example of what I was supposed to be doing wasn't there for me. So that kind of made it hard for me to believe that I could do it because I saw people do it, but they didn't look like me. And to see people who look like you do what you do is an important key factor to me. And when it comes into believing in yourself, because you first have to be teachable in order to teach. So I also feel like you first have to see an example of what to be before you can actually be that, right? I mean, it's in, you know how they say some people it's in their DNA to be great. You know, they're just talented like LeBron. He's just amazingly talented, but they don't see all the hard work LeBron did and all of the times he felt like he wasn't gonna make it to the NBA or he wasn't good enough for the draft or whatever. You know, like that happens in everyday life with everyday things, right? Yeah, so for me, yeah, that was a big factor as far as like me seeing somebody successful doing it before I could really believe in myself.
How long have you been doing it? How long have you been a muralist?
Professionally, I've been a muralist for about 5 years. I've been creating art pretty much all my life, but I've just pretty much started taking it seriously about 8 years ago.
The bigger question is, are you happy on your journey?
Oh man, I would not have it any other
Right.
way. I left a full-time job back in 2017,
Preach.
and I I I stepped out on a limb with no support, no backing, you know, and I made it work. And of course I had a strong support system by my side, but I did take that leap of faith. And you know yeah, I would rather have it no other way, bro.
And I think that that's the point for me, Tyson, is I agree with you. We were speaking earlier that there are a couple of things that you probably do have to have in place, right? One, you know, is belief, but then the other is what is your support system? Whether your support system is financial, whether it's family, whether it is an example or a mentor to put you on the right path, right? You do have to have some things in place for it to be successful. But the first thing
Right.
starts with you believing. I would tell you that sounds crazy. If you jumped out there, you left a full-time job, you ain't really had a financial to do it, but you followed your heart and you doing it, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, in order to do this, you do have to have work ethic.
Ooh.
It's impossible to chase a dream and be lazy. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's impossible to say you dream like I'm dreaming. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that, but you never take the steps. You know, a dream is nothing. You know, until you put action behind it. You know, so we can sit around all day long and say what we want to do. That's all talk. But until we actually start, you know, putting the footwork behind it, whether that's becoming educated in the field, whether that's, you know, starting to do your research.
I was just
even
about to
little
ask
things as
you.
an artist,
Yep. For those that like when I hear you speak, like I can identify it. What for those that say though that I can't take that step, how do they get started? If they haven't seen anybody do it, they don't see anybody like themselves do it. How do you get started? How do you take that first step?
every field is different. I believe, like, like hip hop. You know, like you said earlier, like you were saying in the broadcast earlier. You know, sometimes you just got to put it out there, even if it ain't 100% perfect. You know, you got to put it out there. You know, because one thing that I realized about creating art is that when I started off, I wasn't good. I sucked. I was trash. But no, really, bro, really, some of my real friends, they tell me the truth. And one of my homies, he was like, "Man, I don't know why you painting them faces all screwed up." So it was good to have that truth.
Yeah.
Next to me, make me go harder.
Thank
you.
you. That's what I was just about to ask you. So when you heard that, you never stopped believing in yourself. You just felt like you had to get better.
Yeah.
You gotta work twice as hard as you dream,
Yeah.
Yeah. I started doing some research, man, and I realized like how artists were creating the art that they were creating. So I started doing some research. I wasn't copying anyone's style, but I was taking information and utilizing it to my best ability,
Yeah. I totally agree with you, bro. I think that along my path and along my journey, the individuals that then go on to be successful do exactly as you just said. They research, they immerse themselves in whatever space it is that they're going to be in. And then, as Brittany says, they work 2, 3, 4 times harder to accomplish the goal of pursuing what it is that they believe in. Yo, that's super dope.
Oh yeah. Hey, this entrepreneurship ain't for the weak.
No.
It ain't for the ones that go give up easy.
No.
This ain't for y'all. I would not encourage anybody who's comfortable working a 9 to 5 to chase entrepreneurship, because it's not for that person.
No.
And because when you first begin this journey, man, you gotta be, like you were saying earlier in the broadcast also, you gotta be your accountant.
Bruh.
You have to be you gotta be your social media manager.
Bruh.
You have to be your community relations. You have to be the creative that creates the product. You have to be your brand manager, your brand ambassador. Like that's not for the weak, man.
No.
That's for somebody who actually has some grit about their dream.
And so, and I think that for me, as I've walked, that's the hardest part for me. I used to go to my pops like, why though? And he would tell me, son, some people are just happy, going to work and going home, like, and getting their check. Like that's all they want to do. And you have to allow them that decision, because I'll be like, but like, if you work for yourself, if you grind for yourself, then you get all of the spoils. You the man. Son, most people.
Everybody can't be a boss.
Everybody can't.
Someone has to be a worker.
And I get it. It just isn't something I could subscribe to. In that I believe that I can do some other things. Not that I don't believe in going to work and working a 9 to 5. Just if I got a choice, like I'm gonna go on here and try and do this for myself because it's what I believe.
Always do it wisely, though. No one said quit your job when you ain't got a roof and food. No one said do that. You just gotta work strategically.
Correct.
Use your A. Really the 9 to 5 is really your B. Use your B to get to your plan
Correct.
A, and then when your plan A take off, drop the B.
Correct.
Right. Britt, I even though I quit my full time, I still picked up like freelance jobs. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was still kind of working, but what I realized, what made me make that decision was I was looking at how much time I was putting into this business. I was working 40 to 50 hours a week, and I started looking at that time, right? I was working 10-hour, 12-hour days. And so I didn't have enough time to spend with my family. I didn't have enough time to just go home, spend time with family, eat dinner, go to sleep, wake up, and do it again. But I realized that if I was working for myself, I would be able to put more time into my business. Yeah, true enough, it may not yield as much as and not be consistent as secure as a 9 to 5, but it really did benefit me more by being able to place that time, redirect that time into something that I was really passionate
Yeah.
about.
I mean, I think that all goes back to value systems. Everyone has their own personal value system. And if you value time that you can spend with your family, if you value your happiness over your ability to bring in X amount more dollars, then those are just the sacrifices you make because that's what's important to you.
Agreed. Wholeheartedly.
Yeah. So, man, I just wanted to chime in with y'all, man. Y'all continue the
Yo,
conversation.
before you go
I'm
though,
loving
look, please jump.
Tell us where we
I
can
just
find
about
your
to
art.
say, look, leave it in the chat. Let us know where we can find your art. As well, I can type it too. What's your IG, man? What's your at? So I can put it in there.
my IG is at art by one. That's ARTBYONE and the number one. And if you want to book my services for like home installations, I do kids rooms and all kind of creative installs, mosaics. I do tile work, so I could do bathroom tile work and all of that. You can reach out to me at transformingblankspaces.com. Transformingblankspaces.com.
All right, give me 1 second.
Come on, plug. Transformingblankspaces.com at art by one, ARTBYONE number one
Correct.
on the IG.
Yep, I put
Did I
art
do
by
that
one.
right?
What? Look, bro, I appreciate you calling in. Most people don't know, but there was a freestyle Boblo boat challenge that I did off the Royce the 5'9".
Wait. What is that word you just said? Babla what?
Boblo boat from
What is
those that are from Detroit.
Yeah,
okay?
Boblo
Thank
boat
you,
is
'cause I
off
have
on the
no
river. We used to go on the Boblo boat. That's what we would do. But Royce the
a physical
5'9"
boat.
did a album. He did a song called Boblo Boat, and it featured J. Cole. But I took that beat and I did my little thing over it, and in the background was one of his murals. So I was able to
That's
catch
dope.
the vibe. You remember that?
That was back in 2017.
Yep, 2018. Towards the end of
2018,
18, I did that and released it, and then tagged him. He's always done. Look, some of the dopest murals. I follow his IG. He got some of the dope art up there. You just did a basketball court, right?
Yeah, in my hometown. Yeah, I just did a creative installation on the basketball court.
Yeah, follow.
Let me just go on over to art by one. Let me
Yeah, art by
while
one.
I'm
Check it
here,
out. Look, Brittany
let me
might
just
need some.
get there.
Brittany might need some tips on what to do with some of her paintings.
I wish you'd shut up, Kynard.
Hey, Brittany, we all have a starting point with our art, and it's kind of like music where we're trying to find our voice with our creations. Don't believe that what you're creating is trash, because what you're creating does invoke a feeling, and it does inspire someone.
Here we go.
So don't stop creating. Don't stop painting. Don't worry if you're selling art right now. Just try to find your voice. Try to find your aesthetic, and stand out. That's what it's about.
Thanks.
Yo, Tyson, look, man, we appreciate having you on the show. Thanks for calling in. Look, man, stay tuned with us, tapped in with us. We'd love to have you on again in the future, man. We appreciate you.
Right on.
Hi, Tyson.
I'll follow you back, Britt, so we can top it up. Thanks, y'all.
All
Will
right.
do.
All right, peace.
Holla. Yo, shout out to the homie Tyson for calling in. If I'm not mistaken, he also has a podcast as well that he's highlighting creatives too. You can probably find out more about that on his page. Once again, it's art by one and then the number one. Believe in yourself, Brittany. Go ahead.
I feel like everything turns into a Britney therapy. I'm tired of this shit.
No,
Let's do something
well,
else.
it's not even that it's therapy. It's just that you open up and you tell us.
Britt, you and your shit. You and your shit.
You share with us that you do some of these things. And we're just here to encourage and spread love. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you never know. 15, 20 years from now, you might be, an acclaimed painter.
I hope I'm dead because I don't ever want to be famous. I just
Well,
want to
then
have the bread.
you know what? You know what you can do? Use a pseudonym and never show who you are. And that creates mystery, the mystery vibe. Who is this person?
I like how you said that word, mysterious. That was spicy. I'm gonna have a baby and I'm gonna name her Mysterious.
Look, if you want to call in, yo, shout out to LaDon, man. Thanks for dropping a comment. I'm sure he was saying real talk, good question as we was in the conversation. If you want to call in, 419-464-7246. Until then, though, we are going to jump over into some news. Let's go. News alert. All right, Britt, what we got going on in the news?
The best thing that was ever on the internet.
Best thing ever?
All year. Well, all year. My highlight of the internet for all of 2020 came about like 2 days ago.
Okay.
And it was a dog.
It was a dog?
Named Jinx. A dog named Jinx. And the dog named Jinx proved to me why I don't dabble in any substances, because a dog named Jinx got in the trash, and a dog named Jinx also ate up the edible that its owner decided it was no good for her anymore. And apparently Jinx decided it was her job to ingest these edibles, and Jinx was in a whole nother realm.
All right, look, I brought some video. Let's bring the video of Jinx up.
They threw away all the old food and shit like that. Threw away some of my fucking edibles. Guess whose bitch ass got into the trash and ate them? Can you tell who? Can you tell? Jinx. Jinx ate them. Like, she never digs in the trash, never has the trash and found an edible that I threw away. Called the doctors. The edible was pretty, there was no chocolate in it or anything, so she threw up a little bit. They said food and water. She passed through. But I'm just a little worried because this bitch is high. And why would you do this, Jinx? For real. Oh my god. Tell me why I cleaned out the refrigerator.
I have never. Okay. I have never. I have never, ever in my life. That dog was bent.
You see how bent back the dog's head was?
It was like, where am I?
The dog had entered the fifth dimension. The dog was in a parallel universe. The dog had no idea what was going on. The dog couldn't hold his head up. The dog curled itself into her chest and said, "This is the safest place I could possibly be right now." I would be a lie if I told you I did not watch that video at least 10 times and laugh the same way every time.
I had to watch it at least 10 because everybody was that was one of the ones that you guys sent 8 or 9 times throughout the day.
God, it was so funny to me. I watched it every time too. I didn't care. All day long.
And the funny part is she could have probably said nothing and we would have known. She ain't had to say nothing. She had to give us no story. She had to commentate. Just them eyes and the way that head bent back.
We said,
All right, so my question to you is, what do you think that Jinx was thinking? What were his thoughts?
Chinks thought Chinks was dying.
You think so?
I feel either Chinks was having a great time or Chinks was having a terrible time, and I couldn't
He
tell.
was super calm, though. He was just like, I'm chilling.
He couldn't move. Chinks didn't have the option to move his body anymore, even if it wanted to. Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
No, I ain't never had that.
Yo, that's the wildest shit ever. It's like when you're awake and you're sleeping, but you're still awake. It's okay. It sounds crazy as the fuck. Like your body is physically in slumber, sort of, but your mind is cognizant. So you can't move. This is a thing. I'm telling you. I didn't make this up. It's happened to me. It's wild as fuck. And you can't move your arms. You can't move your legs. You can't speak.
So how do you break
But
out
you
of that?
can't. It's happened to me 3 times. Shit's wild. And it also feels like, this is gonna sound crazy and ghost-like, but it also feels weighty. Like a lot of people who have this, they experience like either what they feel like they see a movement of a shadow or
Oh,
something,
hell no.
and pressure on their body. This shit is wild. I'm telling you, look this shit up. This shit is
I'm
real
about to look
life.
up sleep paralysis right now.
It's like literally you're paralyzed and sleep and awake at the same time. So I feel like Chinks was going through a form of paralysis. Like Chinks might have wanted to get up and go run outside and do dog things, maybe dig a hole, maybe find a bone. But Chinks's body was not listening. Listen, I know you're bugging out on sleep paralysis. It's a thing.
No, it is. I see.
It's scary as fuck.
They even got a picture of something on top of a person holding him down.
I told you, it feels like pressure. It feels like weight. It almost feels like the first time it happened to me, I was like, I don't know where I am. I don't know what this is. It felt like evil.
Oh.
Like it felt like
possession. Someone's holding you back.
Demony a little bit. Yeah, like I felt like I seen a form move toward me, and then I was stuck and I couldn't move and I couldn't do anything, but I was cognizant. But it happened right as I was like in between sleeping and waking up. Wild as hell. But the second time it happened, I said, this is familiar to me. I know what this is. This is happened
What
once.
causes it?
Wait, I don't know. They say it could be hereditary. Like if it happens to you, likely it happened to your parents, or it can happen to your children.
Yeah.
I did ask my mom. She said it happened to her once.
They said it hasn't. Not enough research has been done on it to determine the cause.
You don't want it.
No, I don't. No,
it's very weird.
No, I don't want it.
It's strange as shit.
Look, Jinx looked like he wanted it though. Jinx looked like he was all for the sleep paralysis.
My G was paralyzed. That's the strongest reminder as to why I could never, ever in real life try to deal with any kind of drugs, because I don't want that to be my life. I don't want it to slip away from me and then end up like.
Well, I'm gonna keep it real. The first time like I smoked weed in college. This is hilarious. The first time I was like gone, and for whatever reason, I had drank some beer that night too. I was in the bowling alley, and I just I was gone. I couldn't do like this was before Uber and Lyft. Like I had to have somebody jump in my Cadillac and take me to the crib and put me in my bed. I felt like Jinx. Like I was gone. And if I remember correctly, it was the girl that I was kind of crushing on and her boyfriend. Right? Like he took me.
I thought there was gonna be some light at the end of that, but it was totally no light.
Like I was in the back seat, like, yo, my bad. I think I told him, like, yo, I've been crushing on your chick. Like I was gone. Yeah, I was gone. I was lit.
You're disrespectful.
I was litty. I had some beer. I was totally feeling like Jinx. I just wanted, if I could have laid my head on a bosom, I'd have been right where I needed to be.
Listen, you'd have chose that man's girlfriend too.
Look, the very next time that I saw her and him, I think I ended up giving him some money. I sent him to dinner. 'Cause I mean, they could have took advantage of me. I was literally out my shit. And then the very next day,
Was it
I had to
normal
hit the
weed?
weed man. I was like, what did you give me, homie? What was this? This was extra.
Yeah.
So,
How do you know if it was extra if that was the first time?
no, it was
You
the
felt
first
like other
time
people
feeling
that
like
you've seen.
Jinx. I had never felt like that.
Oh, I thought you said it
No, it
was
was
the
the first time I
time.
kind of had the feeling of Jinx. I misspoke. I apologize. Now, I had smoked it
Okay.
before earlier, and I was probably doing dirt. When you're in college, you don't really. I hadn't investigated. And I wasn't a weed connoisseur in college. I wasn't really into that. I was more about getting this education and hollering at the honeys. But I was partying a little hard, and it's just yeah.
You said doing dirt. Is that like stress? What does that mean? I don't understand the words.
Doing dirt.
Yeah, I thought that was the reference to
Oh, just out living
the
my
type
life
of.
and doing my thing.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
that
thought
was
you
not
meant the drugs.
oh, when I said,
I thought you
oh,
were
dirt
calling the
weed.
drugs
Yeah,
dirt.
like dirt weed.
Like stress?
Huh? Like stress.
Like
No,
stress?
like dirt weed,
Yeah.
stank weed.
I don't.
Weed to give you a
Oh,
headache.
that's.
Yeah, they don't know nothing about that in California.
I mean, we have good climate and fertile ground, so it's sorry. I just
Yeah,
don't.
dirt weed at that time could have been grass and sticks and twigs and seeds. I ain't know nothing about that at that time, but that clearly was some different shit that I was on. Yeah,
Interesting.
took me to a whole nother level. The homie Zeus said the love triangle is a B. Look, he was mad solid though. He was a good dude. We ended up becoming homies because I respected.
You was trying to get a menagerie.
No, look, no, it was never like that. You know what I'm saying? It was never like that. No, they just took
could have
me
been brother
home.
husbands.
You know what I'm saying? Like, could have stole my whip. You know, beat me down, took my money. I was amongst cool people, but still, I was totally vulnerable. I never liked being like that. As a man, like I don't really drink a lot because I don't want to be without my marbles. Because a lot of times I'm dolo. And when you dolo,
Could you be a brother husband?
brother husband, like a bro husband, like you just.
I just made it up opposite of sister wives.
As a man, yeah, I mean, I think you're supposed to look out for your homies back in the day. I don't think they do it now. I think now if people can get the camera out and make you go viral because you out here looking foolish, they'll take advantage of you. Even your own so-called homies. You know, we about to catch a moment. Oh, look, no, that ain't how we move.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about.
Then what was you talking about?
You know how like sister wives, it's like one husband and a whole bunch of bitches?
Oh, no.
In my mind, a brother husband would be one wife and a whole bunch of husbands.
Oh, you went whole left field on me right there.
I didn't go left. You were talking about the girl you was crushing on. I thought, well, y'all could have been brother
No,
husbands.
we wouldn't. No, I don't think the biology.
I don't think that exists.
The biology of man ain't meant for that.
I think it's called a train when that happens. This is really diverted. I'm sorry.
Woo! Jinx then took us to a whole nother level.
You know what I'm saying?
Jinx then got so high that we just started acting up on the show.
For nothing. All I'm doing is drinking water and minding my business. God.
I'm trying to think, like, that was 20 years ago. Was it that long? No, it wasn't none of that. It wasn't none of that going on.
It was just trains.
No, it wasn't none of that going on. It was, they put me in my bed, gave me my keys, and then they left. And then when I think I saw her, I think that I worked with her, if I remember. And, you know, when I saw her again, I told him, thank you for taking care of me. And like I said, I broke bread because I appreciated the sentiment. They made sure I got home safely. Anything could have happened that night.
Yeah. Yikes.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was in Detroit at that time, so you never know. I turned up a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Like Jinx. Jinx turned up a little too much.
Jinx turned up. Speaking of, why are you
I
throwing away edibles though? What's the issue?
Maybe they have an expiration date like other food does.
But you gotta see, you gotta verify. He didn't check it out.
You just gonna try it out and be like, I'm gonna eat these
He had been
chocolates.
out here looking like Chinks in the house.
That's probably why Chinks was like that. I wonder how much of whatever it was Chinks ate. Because usually edibles come in
Yeah,
very, very
yeah. I
small
mean, that
doses
looked like 10
for a
milligrams.
whole
That looked
human.
like 10 milligrams. He probably got 10 milligrams of HTC.
I don't know what any of those letters or words and numbers combined.
Oh,
I
I
don't understand.
apologize. Yeah. 10 is not a
I'm
lot.
sorry.
10
Oh,
is not
okay.
a lot. So I've heard.
I don't see that. Oh, allegedly. That's what the kids have told you.
But I've been told.
Oh, okay. That's light, from what I understand.
It may take 2 or 3 for a larger human being. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe, perhaps it's like drinks.
You never know.
Blood alcohol level differs.
Yeah.
Bigger body, more.
I mean, I heard when in
Get it.
Denver, live as the Denverians, if that's a word.
Oh, okay.
The Coloradoans.
Tell your truth. What I heard was get about 4 of them shits, you be high as giraffe.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
mean, bed and breakfast in Denver, Colorado. I was talking to some people there, and they was living their life, and they made some recommendations, and I asked them, and they told me for larger human beings, 2 or 3 will set you right.
Shout out to the bed and breakfast.
Yeah, these are things that I've heard. I was driving through the city.
Now, what kind of edibles would they recommend?
Just gummies. There were a couple of different type of gummies,
Okay.
at this bed and breakfast that I heard about when I was driving through.
What flavors?
Well, I heard that they
That you
had
heard
some
about?
lemons, some cherries, watermelons.
Do they have peach?
They probably had peach. I could envision it.
Okay,
I could envision
okay.
that peach was probably one of them. Exactly, Zeus. From what my friends had said,
Right. Precisely.
that's all I'm saying.
You heard they tasted really good too, right?
Yeah, I heard that they're delicious.
And you heard they probably hit real fast, real hard.
Well, I've been told it may take some time to work through your bloodstream. I've read stories on the internet where people have eaten one and then like in a half hour they don't feel anything, so they eat 2 more, and then they've lost, all sense of reality 30 minutes later.
That's what we're gonna call that. Like when you get dumbass high off edibles, you'd be like, "Oh, that nigga Jinxing." He on that.
The homie Chinks out. Look, they gonna come out with a strain and make you look exactly like Chinks and put it on a pack.
Oh,
we got that Chinks pack.
I bet on me, I bet there's gonna be a dog that looks like Chinks on an edible package.
Oh no, they
gonna
take it. Look, they'll take it directly from the internet, print it, and put a sticker on it and say we got that Chinks pack. And it could just be some Regos, but because it got the Chinks, it's marketing, right? I mean, I don't know if it's Regos. I heard that's what they do. They market and say you getting this super lit. You know what I'm saying? And then they pass you to Reggie's. That's what I've been hearing. That's all I'm saying. You gotta watch who you getting it from because they be lying. From what I've heard.
Okay. Okay.
What else we got in the news?
Ooh. Something set my spirit on fire. The first verses ever to set my spirit on fire is coming on the 19th. It's just a few short days. As a California bred girl, born and raised, ambassador to the Bay Area for many years at the height of the hyphy movement, E40, 40 Water, and Short Dog are gonna have a versus, and I almost peed on myself when I heard.
Oh, for real?
I was so
Look, that
excited. I was
introduction
so
that you
excited.
just gave him right there, like you should probably be in the room with him to do the introduction.
Listen, the lights are gonna be down real low. The TV gonna be up high as hell. I can't wait. I might even do drugs.
Oh. Oh, you
No, I
about to
won't.
cheeks
But I'm
out
gonna
here?
drink
You
some
about to
stuff.
get your cheeks on?
Fuck no, I need to remember this shit. I will drink some Earl Stevens Select though on the
Oh, there
strength.
you go.
You know. Do you have you picked a side? Will you pick a side? Do you understand what this means for
Are
me?
you gonna be
Sorry, I'm just.
dancing in the room?
Are
You
you
gonna
kidding?
you do you be getting
I'm gonna be out
hyphy?
of breath. My knees is gonna be hurting. I'm gonna be East Oakland out the game. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in them
Tell me
streets.
when to go.
I'm gonna be acting up.
Uh,
You
uh,
understand? All this
uh,
hair is gonna be
uh.
all over my head. I can't fucking
About to
wait.
crunk.
I'll probably call you. I'll be like, do you see what's going on? Does anyone care about the East or but the West Coast?
I love the West Coast.
Those
I
moves.
so
Do that again. Do the moves again.
got about to crump on him.
That was LA, but that's fine. Uh, uh. Now this face. Uh, and then shake them. Yeah. Okay, we're here. That makes me feel
Who
good.
said I got the plug for the edible? I'm just saying. I know people who know people. That being said,
Ooh,
um
ooh, Zeus, don't tell your business now, Zeus. Send that in a small,
no,
in a
he
little
said I
direct
got the
message,
plug. He
Zeus.
said Kynard got the
Oh,
plug.
you
Yeah,
got the
no,
plug. I thought you
I
had the
just know
plug
people who know people. Um,
in the Denver.
right. What I will say
Mm.
about this versus is I'm a huge fan of both of these artists. But I would choose E40 only because he rapping for the big boys. And to me, he's still unique. You know, his vocabulary, his vocabulary has always been exquisite. His slang, his whole vibe, to me. So I would probably sit on the side of E40, but Too Short, just the Pimp Chronicles and bitch.
Listen,
I mean, it's too short. So
so much ass to shake. So much
oh,
throwing.
oh, it's
Sorry,
about to get extra up in it.
I can't
It's about to
wait.
get extra up in it.
Ooh, I can't wait. My knees are gonna hurt.
That's you gonna go hard. Look, 419-464-7246. Who you got in the verses? Who y'all got in the verses?
I can't pick. Jeezy and Gucci, that wasn't for me. This this is for me.
But you
So
watch that one. You watch the
I did. I did, but it didn't resonate. It didn't make my insides tingle. This
well, yeah, that's
set me on
because
fire.
you out in Cali. No, I get you. I would tell you, I don't know if I can't really say any of them have really made me tingle.
None of them.
I was so
This is the
I
first one
was
that
super
truly.
interested in the one with Jeezy and Gucci Mane just because of the tension, you know?
Right. It was real spicy for that alone.
it was you could cut through it. So it interested me because it has some drama. More than anything, I just like to hear the hits, the music. And I what I love about this is you're right. I think that people sleep on the Bay because
Mhm.
LA is known to have all the West Coast hitters, but I think the Bay has had its own movement and it's been strong. You know,
Talk that
the
shit.
Bay has had mad influence on tons of MCs. Mac Dre. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Like I said, it just to me, I love the Bay.
Frontline, the team, EA Ski, Federation. Stop
Yeah,
playing with
the Bay
me.
go hard. Anybody that know hip hop know that the Bay has had its movement. You know, not unlike a Miami or not unlike a Houston. The Bay has always been tough when it came to uh, musical artists that were dope. You know what I'm saying? And not just rap. It's Raphael Sadiq, Tony. You know,
Mm,
like it's so much that's come from Oakland in regards to music. So yeah, shout out to the Bay. Zeus said they are both unique artists and contributed their own style to the rap game. I agree. I think if it's anything that the Bay is known for is uniqueness. Like they don't sound like anybody but them. You know what I'm saying?
Swag is different. The swag
It is,
different.
but it's fly. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
it's fly.
and it's fun. The Bay don't give a shit. The Bay is there to do the Bay. The Bay could give a damn if anybody else likes it because the Bay loves it, and that's all they care about.
So now you said crumping didn't come from the Bay. That came from LA?
Crumping was like a real LA thing.
Oh, see, I thought that was a Bay
Like
thing.
Tommy the Clown and all that
Yeah.
shit. That was super heavy. In
So the
LA.
hyphy is the Bay.
all day.
Yeah.
And I was there at the peak, and it runs through my body. It excites me. It's a shame when me and like a certain group of people get together. It could be a kid's birthday party. It could be one of my friends' kids' 5th birthday.
Yeah.
We be like, turn that shit on, and we gonna act up like we're
Y'all
20,
gonna act up.
and then be,
So are
and
you
then be
gonna
out of
live
breath
stream?
for 25
Would
minutes.
you be like that lady who set up a whole party for the Ashanti versus
Aw,
Keisha? Because she
poor
had a
baby.
whole hookup. She was telling people not
She
to
was
sing
ready.
lyrics to certain songs and then to get ready to call
Right.
their exes. Like she was ready. And then it was canceled.
Did you see sis that had she had decorations?
Yeah, she was lit. She was lit.
She said, "Listen, I got these sliders,
She was
these
lit.
wings. We got
Yeah,
appetizers
she
and
was
drinks."
lit. It was on and popping. Is that how you gonna be?
No, I'm not, because I'm not a fool. I'm gonna be.
Boo! Come on, you gotta cook something and put. You gonna fry some wings and you gonna do something.
Oh, listen, I'll fry it wings. Huh? You understand me? It'll probably be lemon pepper. It might be a little Asian, little soy sriracha, a little sweet honey, ginger something. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be
It's
something.
gonna be something.
It's gonna be something. But I'm gonna mind my business in my house.
You
But
gonna have
I
a good
probably
time.
will be. I probably will be zooming with all of these friends who are disrespectful.
Can
like
I jump
me,
in there? I
and it's
want
gonna be
that
loud.
energy.
Yes.
I'll be a silent observer.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
All right, I'm coming to the Zoom. I want to silently observe this juiciness. I want to feel this energy that runs through your
It is wild.
veins because you was there at the peak.
It's wild. At the pinnacle, understand me?
Tell us, Zeus said boo. He said where the party at. He want to come. Lemon peppers for the win.
Always.
We want to join up. The homie Manifest
The link-
said that we was feeling the Snoop DMX joint because of the Ultimate Performer Snoop. Look, no, I did enjoy Snoop.
That was fun.
Yeah, no, I
That
did
was
enjoy
really
that
fun.
one. That was
It
probably
wasn't. I feel like that one will be similar to how this one will be because it was love in that.
yeah. Yeah, because DMX was singing Snoop songs and Snoop was singing.
But, right.
Like it was live. I enjoyed
It
that
was
one.
fast. Hey, yay.
So yeah.
DMX was out of breath in that seat, but he did his very best. He was like, a dog is tired, but a dog is here. I understand. A dog sound like he had ran 2 blocks.
Oh man,
They barely
that's
made it back,
funny.
bless him.
That is funny.
I'm not picking a side because I can't, but secretly I want to pick E40, but I can't.
So when we go to hits, like if we just gonna go hit for hit, I think that we legit probably gonna it's probably gonna be too short, but I think
That's what you think?
I think E40 has had the bigger hits.
Okay. I will agree.
Now, we'll change that. No,
Commercially-
wait, can I change? Let me change.
Hood hit.
You know what?
Too
I
short of a
forgot.
hood hit.
E40 got so many features though.
And albums that have 52 million songs.
He
on it.
do, but if we going hit for hit, they gonna play a lot of these features. Plus, he got more
I wish
recent
you could
hits.
play the artistic video. Where's the artistic video, Kynard?
The artistic video or what?
The video I sent you, DJ.
Oh, hold on.
Ron.
Let me bring it up.
Because then you will understand the capacity. You just made me throw something. I'm sorry. I'm losing it.
Hold on. I'm gonna bring it
I
up.
take this very seriously.
So if I can go to this dude.
I'm almost out of
Hold
breath.
on. You want me to play it
Already.
live? Let me play it live. Hold on.
Let's ooh. I'm gonna turn that shit up. Don't mind me.
Like that. Tell the people that
Come on, man. This, yeah.
What's my favorite word?
Oh, come on, dog.
Why they gotta say it
Hey.
like
Hey.
shake that monkey.
My shit bang, my shit bang, my shit bang, my shit bang, nigga, my shit bang, my shit bang, my shit bang, my shit bang, bang, bang. Hey, bitch, try this. Guaranteed turn square to a pie, bitch.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. So you mother thought I was gonna change my style. I met this girl.
Come on, man.
She loved the way I rock on the microphone.
My shit bang.
Come on.
Girl, I wanna make you mine, girl. I wanna hit it one time. Tell that man you some boss. Make some noise, raise your hand if you some boss. Where I'm from, you like to go.
Why your trick me so bad? 40 makes it happen. 5K slacking, revenue growth, and just a little bit of lightweight flambows and potent fruit slinger, mighty clouds and northern lights. Respect the bigger bear than you be violating my civil rights.
Women come a dime a dozen, so don't get mad when I'm dating your cousin. Short baby been down since the 80s. For the last 8 years, rode around in a Mercedes.
One of the homies just got dusted. What y'all wanna do? What y'all wanna do?
Come on, man.
Slaying words.
Nigga, don't act like a. Oh, that's why Too Short need 40 say.
DJ Artistic. DJ Artistic.
We beat to rap, what key beat to lock, but we beat to rap, what key beat to lock.
Like that. Tell the people that 40 water is back. What's my favorite word? Why they gotta say it like short?
Look, I got us all up on the screen now. We jamming now.
My shit bang, my shit bang, my shit bang, nigga, my shit bang, my shit bang, my shit bang, my shit bang, bang.
Hey, bitch, try this. Guaranteed turn square to a pie, bitch.
Yeah, this one about to be hard.
Tell me when to go. So you mother thought I was gonna change my style.
So many hits.
Yeah, look, this gonna be a good night. So that's gonna be a whole good night. I'm not gonna lie, I was jamming with that. I had to bring us on screen with the DJ. With that, look, that's gonna be a live night. I'm gonna have to have me some drink.
Listen.
My friends will probably be on edibles.
I don't blame them.
That's gonna be a dope night.
It's gonna be a function. Do you see how Ron lined them up for us? We didn't realize. I don't think a lot of people realize so many slaps.
Oh, tons of slaps.
slaps.
Tons of slaps. Out of control slaps. Now, when is this again? This is on what day?
Tonight.
It's on Saturday.
Yep.
Hey, Saturday is already packed. Got all kinds of things.
What you doing on Saturday? What you about to do?
I go make some money.
Well, you gonna have to break.
I'm gonna just turn it on and dance while I'm at work.
Okay, well, that's a thing.
That's funny.
That shit bang.
Yeah,
Shit bang.
yeah. Look at go Britt, go Britt. When's your
I
birthday?
lose my mind.
Clearly, Britt is ready.
Yeah, sorry. That was a really, really long moment. Longer than it probably needed to be. No, we deserve. The Bay deserves. California deserves. Fuck what you thought. We here, goddamn.
Funny. Hold on. The homie Manifest said, I don't like when cats do a prelude of the joints. I'm just trying to hear it in its purest form when they are present. Yo, wait, Manifest, that ain't get you lit? You ain't get hype off that? I got hype off of it.
Manifest is so East Coast, probably not.
Oh, that got me lit. I was ready. Because it's mad slaps. I think the dopest part about Versus is sometimes you be
And they
forgetting.
legendary.
They what?
I said these are legendary. These
Yeah.
ain't no young boys.
Yeah.
They've been doing
Yeah.
this.
Well,
I'm
but
ready.
I think you also you forget. Like some of them songs, you be like, dang, that's right. Oh snap, that's
Mhm.
right. Oh no, not this one. I feel you.
Not sprinkle me. Not slinging
Yeah.
yayo.
Slanging
That nigga don't act like a
yayo.
bitch. Stop
Da, da,
it.
da, 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 da. Yeah, that's the joint. I enjoyed it. I can't wait. Saturday.
Well, there's another legend. There's another legend who did something a little bit
Oh.
wild. Flex.
Oh, what Flex do?
The Funk Master himself. He said, "I'm tired of you hoes getting cute, and I want to be cute too." So Flex said, "I'm gonna get the lipo, and I'm gonna put it on the internet, and y'all ain't gonna judge me." At first, people were like, "Is that really Flex got hacked?" No, Flex didn't get hacked. Flex is on the table getting the fat cells sucked out, and he said, "Don't at me, at your mama, bitch. I'm gonna be fine."
Oh, hold on. Let's see. Wait a
He
minute.
did it.
Hold on. Let's see. I think I can bring it up.
I'm almost ready. I'm gearing up.
Do you fault him for this?
I'm showing the video right now.
Okay.
Ooh. That's a little bit of the fat so far. They see me out here. Look, I'm not saying we modeling. I'm gonna be hot though. I mean, surgery complete. Okay, Teresa.
Hi.
My internet acting up. Don't do that. Wanted to see it.
The fat that came out. You got busy today, Doc.
Yeah, we had a lot of work.
I feel good.
You're
Yeah,
a
and
great
then
patient.
After effects is not that bad. Not that bad. Maria.
I've seen it.
Yeah, no, you gotta miss me with that.
No.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it.
What are you?
But I don't know if I'd put it on video. That's that feels like I don't know. For what? What purpose does it serve?
Attention grab? Maybe. Maybe he's trying to be a trailblazer in normalizing plastic surgery for males. No? You're not feeling it?
That's a hard pass. Unless I felt
Maybe
look, so
that's
so
what he's
I'm
doing.
not gonna do it for vanity, right? I'm not gonna do it in a
Liposuction is for vanity.
right. Like if it needed to be done because I was overweight and they had to get weight off of me, so
That's not what lipo's
yeah, then
for.
no.
You get like weight loss surgery for
Yeah,
that.
no. I just
Vanity is just the lipo is just like these places are stubborn and I'm tired of working on it, or maybe I never did and I just want it gone.
yeah,
And I got that bread.
I truly believe that an individual has the right to do what it is they want to do as long as they're not hurting other people, not hurting anyone. I just don't understand it.
What's not to understand? If you want to be fine and you got a way to get fine, do it. It's very simple. It's not science.
I'm so sorry.
I don't like this. Okay? This meat is poking right here. I don't want it to poke no more. Take it out. It costs how much? 15 bands? I got that. Let's go. Come here next Thursday?
I
Bet. I'm here.
can't. I cannot.
I think it's literally that simple.
You said if you want to be fine, just this little area right here, 15 bands, suck it out.
That's it? Yeah. You said you could get more while you in there? Go on and snatch all of it out. It would have been really suspicious though had he like take it if he done like a BBL with it, like bitches move the fat from their stomach and put in their thighs and ass and hips. That would have been whack.
Okay, well maybe I just can't relate. Maybe I don't have the disposable income to be like, yo, let me spend 15 grand to have some of this fat sucked out.
Okay, well let's put it on a micro level, right? This is a thing you don't have to do. You don't have to go to the barbershop. Right?
No, I ain't gotta go.
You don't have to go. But it's a form of vanity that you like to participate in because you feel better and you think you look better after you go to the barbershop. It might be $40, but that's how you feel when you leave. I like myself better with the fresh lineup and the razor baldy. You understand? So Flex said, I think I would look better if this meat was sucked out. Get this meat out of here. I got the bands.
I can't.
Just like you got the 30 to go to the barbershop. He got the 15 bands to get the meat.
I would like to consult. I would like to consult Jinx and see what Jinx thinks. I'd like to see what Jinx and how Jinx feels about this whole situation.
I think you're just mad that I gave it to you in a way that you could understand it.
I get the concept.
And
I understand maybe he's a pioneer and a trailblazer for men to get, what is that called? Not lipo, but just plastic surgery. Mm-hmm. But I'm also against, I wouldn't say against, but I'm also very pro yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for women, I don't believe you should feel like that's what you, I don't think you should have the feeling about your body where it's like, yo, let me go augment it so I can feel better about it in a plastic surgeon way. If you want to do it, cool. But, you know, I've known women over the years say, oh, well, I want to get fake breasts. And I'm like, but why not just love what God gave you? And they like,
because big titties are fun, that's why.
That's what?
Because big titties are fun.
I mean, they may be. They may be fun. But for me, this is a situation where I think that, you know, be who you are. Clearly, Funk Flex is being who he is by sharing with everyone that he's doing it, but I don't get it. It's funny to me. You know, I don't. Situation where I would do it, you know? I just don't think that I would do it. Manifest said, hold on one second. Manifest said, wasn't he clowning Drake when he said he did that to his body with Dr. Miami? I think he was clowning him.
Wait, what did Drake?
I had to hang up on Britt. Britt froze up. See if we can get her back. Gotta love that Skype when Skype ring in. You back with me?
Apparently.
Oh shoot. Where the video at though?
Hold on.
All right. That being said, I don't get it. You know, it's a situation where for me, it isn't the move. I really feel like if Funk Flex want to do it, cool, man. Live your life. I wouldn't have shot it on video. I wouldn't have shared it with the world if that was something I was going to do. I probably would have, maybe that was just him keeping it real, because I would have been like, you know what? I worked out to get this body.
Just tell the lie.
Yeah, once again, Manifest said he was clowning Drake when he said that Drake went to Dr. Miami and did it to his body.
Oh, did Drake admit that?
I don't know if Drake admitted it. I think that Drake came out with a better physique. And
out of nowhere.
And Funk Flex said that he went to Dr. Miami and got his body redone. I don't know. I would tell you, I think
Kanye did it, right?
What's that?
Didn't Kanye do it? Kanye said he got lipo.
Yeah, he probably did.
I remember that part.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't. I'm not even saying I wouldn't do it. What I'm saying is I don't understand the reason to film it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, if you gonna do what you gonna do, you gonna do what you gonna do. But that's not something that, it's almost like when rappers get shot and then they want to video themselves in the bed shot up. Like, that's the one thing that I respected about like Boosie. Boosie, you ain't see Boosie with no photos of him in the, hospital all torn up.
Sure didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Boosie came out after he had his surgery. You got to see his knee and him sitting inside a wheelchair, but it was no need for him to jump on video all in the hospital. It feels very
extra out.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, maybe it's just the capacity. Maybe it's just the culture that we're in now. Like, we're oversharers in general.
Yeah, but he old like me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's
from a whole different generation of individuals. We don't move like that, because what is it to gain from that? I could see if it was like some money to gain from it. Like, if they told him they would do it for free, and if he posted it, that might be the move. That might make sense. You know what I'm saying? But unless it's some money associated, like, that's the only thing that makes sense to me in regards to doing a video.
What's crazy though is that even if that was the case, he still got the bands. Like, he got the bread. So doing it for free still probably doesn't get him anything. Like, what do you have to gain?
Facts.
Spend the 15 bands.
Facts.
So you're not getting the meat moved around?
What's that?
You ain't gonna get no meat moved around?
I can't say. The thing is this. I'm not gonna lie, like, once my situation get right, I'm going to get some veneers.
That part.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my teeth cleaned up and get them white.
I'm gonna look like CeeLo Green by the mouth. Let me tell it.
I mean,
because his veneers are bright and obnoxious.
Yeah,
and I love them.
I also like when they're sawed, the shade, like they're all, in the graduated length. I think that the appearance of good teeth means I can smile a lot more.
It just comes down to keeping it very simple.
I just want to smile. I just want to go bling. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That's it. It's simple. I think that having nice looking teeth is dope. You know what I'm saying? You can smile and be all in the camera like, look at my teeth. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I would do that. I can't say that I wouldn't get lipo. But I wouldn't get lipo and then invite y'all into that. That's a private moment, my dog. I don't want to see the saw in and out of your body. And, hey, Mark, we're done it, aren't we? We got this. We got the lipo popping. Oh, that ain't.
Right. He looks a lot different, though. I ain't going to hold you. The way that he's lost, that face is a different face.
Well, I mean, it isn't as round, but good for him for trying to be healthy. I ain't mad. What I won't do is be like he's sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looks healthy. Look, he doesn't. He ain't got the roundness to him, which is dope. Good for him. But I'm not sharing that kind of video. At least I hope, unless the bag is right. Y'all see me 10 years from now. Kynard's getting lipo.
Right. I know. I have a homegirl. Well, she's not a real homegirl. She's like an associate.
Is she watching this?
Okay.
No.
Continue. She literally went. She's known to get a couple things done here and there. And I think the top of the year, she got some kind of weight loss surgery. She wasn't no like big behemoth ass bitch, right, but she wanted to slim down. So once she did that, she went on a tirade. And she like literally posted something on Instagram the other day and listed, since y'all are so nosy and in my shit, I went to this person, I got my skin right because my acne scars were bothering me. I went to Mexico and I got my teeth done. I went to this day spa in Brooklyn a few times and I did this also with my skin. My ass got done here by this doctor. I got weight loss surgery here by this doctor. And look at me, I'm finer than all you hoes. And my weave, I Frenched that on my own. If you want to buy this wig, you can buy it. It's a beautiful lace front and it'll cost you this much money. If you have any other questions, I'll be free to answer them. And I said, I know that's right.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what makes you feel happy.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad about that. Once again, I'm pro you. So I believe in the natural selection of things. I believe that, you know, you were blessed with this and it is what it is. But if you feel like you need to do these things to feel better about yourself, great, do them because in the end, we all want to find the happiness. That being said, I don't need to see the procedures. I don't need to see her getting her booty implants. I don't need to see women getting breast implants. I'm good on that. That isn't, you know, I don't need to see your augmentation scars. Or not your scars, but the process of the surgery. Like that to me.
I'm a weirdo. I follow Dr. Miami. I have followed him for so long on Snapchat, just so I can see how the surgeries go down because I'm an inquisitive ass bitch. So I be wanting to know how you take the fat from here and move it there and turn this upside down and flip it and reverse it. I just be wanting to know. And he really puts it all over his Snapchat.
Yeah, but he's the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his profession.
He has something to gain from that.
Right. That's right. Yeah, he's the doctor. I don't even care. I don't know. Maybe we being judgmental because he's hip hop, but the truth is I don't care enough to be brought into that procedure. Maybe some do, but I don't. And the other thing is that in the end, if I was to do it, I would choose to just remain private. I think that he opened himself up to, you know, people who are going to judge him, but I think that he clearly was okay with it. You know, and as long as he's okay with it, that's cool too. You know?
Word.
So shout out to Funk Master Flex for getting his lipo done, but that was funny and I laughed. And
he gonna sing body yada yada yada.
Oh, Jesus. I do not need any more of that in my life. At all.
Don't talk about Meg. I know
it ain't even Meg. It's let me be quiet while I'm ahead.
Go ahead. You can say how you feel.
No, I mean little booties matter too. I mean, I know they want to go around shaking themselves, but that's not a Meg booty, dear. You know you want to go body yaddy yaddy yaddy. That's not for you. You sit it down. You'd be singing naughty yaddy naughty yaddy yaddy. I should have stopped 5 seconds ago.
Look at how he bodied that, ate it up and gave it back.
I'm through. Well, look.
Yeah, the body yaddy.
We done ran. Look, it's been almost 2 hours. Look, we would like to tell y'all out there in Dope Dialogue Land, thank you for joining us. We're glad that you chopped it up. We had a good time. I hope that at the end of this show, you believe in yourself now like Brittany believes in her ability to use her phone to capture video instead of her computer. Look, it was cute how you was trying to get it back lined up. We got all of your fingernail in the video.
The roast is just
Got the technology right. Look.
the roast is on the way.
For Brittany King, my name is Kynard. We'd like to thank you for joining us on Dope Dialogue tonight. We will see y'all next Wednesday, and we out.